What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm your host, Sean, for this video. And today we are going to take a look at the top 10 most valuable national park quarters for 2010 to 2020. That's right, for this year. This is the final year of the national park quarters. While it's not completely closed out yet, I figure it's worth a look to see some of the quarters that can actually make you a lot of money. All right, there's going to be a few kind of stipulations you're going to have to keep in mind as we go through this list. But just looking at some of these coins that we've seen released from the last 10 years, I can honestly say there is quite a bit of actual opportunity within this series to really make some money. Now, a few things to keep in mind. We are not going to be talking about the San Francisco Business Strike coins. Those were produced directly as a collectible item through the U.S. Mint. You can generally buy those in bags of 100. Those will not be here, but they do pop up on occasion, but it's not going to be on this list. In addition, the hottest thing going today is the West Point circulation rarity quarters. As we all know, they have a mintage limit of 2 million pieces per design for 2019, and in 2020 it remains the same, 2 million pieces for each one of the 5 designs. To kind of close it out, I will do a separate video on the top 5 list of most valuable 2019 West Points sometime at the end of the year after the final release. All right, so the thing to keep in mind when we're looking at this list, these are going to be coins that you cannot just find out in circulation and then sell what we call raw. Raw coins are ungraded, uncertified, all right? The coins that you see here on this list are going to be coins that have been graded, whether it's through your company, third-party authenticator like PCGS or NGC. So you're going to have to send out those high top-grade specimens to those grading companies, and then you can sell them afterwards. More details to come at the end of the video on kind of like keys to success, because you're going to need to know those. So we have a top 10 list, but of course, if you guys seen my top list, I also have an honorable mention on there, and it's going to be this coin right here. This is the 2012 D. Okay, as you can see, there's a Denver Mint mark right here on the obverse of the coin. The 2012 D Hawaii Volcanoes comes in at theoretically the 11th spot on the list. The mintage is relatively small, and this is one of the more popular national park quarters. It has a mintage of 78,600,000 by today's standards. That's generally about maybe, I don't know, 1/5, 1/6 of the mintage of a lot of the newer quarters you see today. Now, in terms of value, okay, the highest grade assigned by PCGS for this coin is Mint State 68. So it's going to look exactly like you see on this video, this particular coin. It's going to be relatively immaculate. You're going to have a sharp strike. There's going to be a few little, planchet nicks on the highest surface areas, and that's going to be it. You don't want to submit a coin that has more than that. The Mint State 68 value for this coin is $900 with lots of room to grow. Imagine finding a Mint State 69. And there's actually a few on this list. All right, so the grade does exist in other America the Beautiful National Park quarters. All right, so the 10th spot is going to be the 2014 Philadelphia Great Sand Dunes National Park quarter. Okay, it's the Colorado version that you see here. Again, it's a Philadelphia minted coin. You can see the P mint mark right on the obverse of this coin. 159,600,000 total pieces were produced of the Philadelphia Great Sand Dunes coin. In terms of grade, all right, the highest grade assigned by PCGS is Mint State 68, and it also has a guide value of $950. A lot of these coins have low pops. There's not a lot of them out there, so that really truly opens the door for some opportunity if you wanted to grade some of these Philadelphia or Denver minted coins. All right, so the next one we have here is going to be actually the newest coin on the list. It's the 2016 Philadelphia Theodore Roosevelt National Park Quarter. This is the North Dakota type. Again, this is a Philadelphia minted coin. You can see the P mint mark on the obverse. In terms of mintage, this is one of the highest mintage coins on the list at 231,600,000 pieces made. Now, if you were going to send this to a grader, keep in mind the highest assigned grade value of this coin is Mint State 68, at which it has a PCGS price guide value of $1,050. All right, coming in at number 8, a coin that I tend to forget, but it is a pretty coin nonetheless. This is the 2011 Philadelphia Chickasaw National Park Quarter. This is the Oklahoma State Quarter. All right, so this one right here has a relatively smaller mintage at 73,800,000 total pieces made. All right, so this one right here, as you can tell, this is a coin that I remember when it first came out, had a lot of condition issues, a lot of strike throughs, a lot of weak strikes, a lot of these little rim necks that you see right here. It kind of can, deflate things a little bit if you send it out to a grader. You want to make sure that you have an example that is absolutely clean for the graders. You don't want to give them any reason to say otherwise. The highest assigned grade of the Chickasaw Philadelphia is going to be Mint State 68 through PCGS, and this one has a price guide value of $1,100. Keeping in mind, we have yet to see a Mint State 69 on the first 5 coins. All right, here's another one right here. 2012 Denver Chaco Culture New Mexico National Park Quarter. All right, this is a popular one for the struck-through grease issues that it's had for its release. A very complex looking design. Again, this coin has been found with not only the struck-through grease, but a lot of these, if you could see it, there's some of this white staining that you see here. All right, back in the early 2010s, the U.S. Mint had lots of issues with their rinses. They oftentimes leave the unsightly little white spots all over the place. Now this one right here has a super low mintage limit of only 22 million pieces produced. The highest assigned grade value of this coin is Mint State 68 through PCGS, and this one has a PCGS price guide value of $1,150. Nice rarity here. All right, so we got a coin from the very first year of release. It's the 2010 Denver Grand Canyon National Park. This is the Arizona State type. Now this one right here, again, we all remember this as being one of the first inaugural releases of the National Park Quarters. Now the mintages on all of the first 3 to 4 years of quarters are relatively small. This one is at 35,400,000 pieces. The highest assigned grade value by PCGS is Mint State 68, and there's a price guide value on this one at $1,200. All right, so we got the 2014 Philadelphia Shenandoah. All right, so this one comes in here at the number 5 spot. This is the Virginia State type, and one of the more tougher coins to find. It's a little bit elevated in mintage, but finding one in great condition can be a little bit tough. This one right here has a mintage of 112,800,000 pieces. The highest assigned grade of this coin is Mint State 68, and this coin has a price guide value of $1,250. Pretty nice. All right, so here's the other Hawaiian volcanoes coming in at number 4. This one right here is the Philadelphia type. Okay, as you guys know, a little bit tougher to find, in good shape. A lot of these weren't particularly hoarded then. The National Park Quarters has been out a few years during this time, so not a lot of people were really collecting them at the highest mint states, okay, in comparison to the first year. So this one has a mintage of 46,200,000, and the highest assigned grade value is Mint State 69, so it's our first 69 on the list, and this one has a price guide value at 69 of $1,400. All right, pretty nice. All right, we got our top 3 here, and then the number 3 spot is going to be held down by the 2013 Philadelphia Perry's Victory National Park. This is the Ohio type. Now this one right here has a mintage of 107,800,000 pieces. All right, if you're able to find one that's in really nice shape, the highest grade assigned by PCGS is Mint State 68, in which it has a price guide value of $1,500. All right, number 2, we have the 2013 D Fort McHenry National Park. All right, this one is the Maryland type. And this one, it's actually a very beautiful design. And this one has a relatively higher mintage at 151,400,000 pieces made from Denver. The highest assigned grade of this coin, and you always seem to find these coins in high grades as they are raw, is Mint State 69 through PCGS. And PCGS has a price guide value on this coin of $2,000. So if you're feeling lucky and you have a coin that certainly fits the bill, you could make a few bucks on this particular national park. All right, and then rounding out the list, we have one coin here that probably not a lot of people would thought would land at number 1, but it's the 2012 D El Yunque, I hope I got that correct, National Park. All right, this is the Puerto Rico type. And this one right here is tough to find in any sort of higher mint state grades. These were not saved in the higher mint states as most of the 2010s and some of the newer dates like 2019 and 20s. So this one is one of the tougher dates to find in high grades. It also has one of the smallest mintage limits of the entire series at only 25 million pieces, which is a small amount in comparison to today's mintage figures for national park quarters. Now the highest actual assigned grade value by PCGS is Mint State 69, so it's achieved one of the higher grades out there, and it has a price guide value of $3,500. Keeping in mind that a lot of these coins on the list have a lot of potential. Okay, there could be that previous high graded 68, someone finds a 69, and you never know when a 70 will pop up. It has to be perfect. But we're going to be talking a lot of opportunity within this series. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a few key items when it comes to actually dealing with these newer coins, especially the national park quarters. Grading costs money, okay? Figure $20 to $30 for each coin submitted, all right? So you have to weigh that in also. Weigh the value in certain grade ranges before committing, all right? So at a 68, it might be worth $1,000. At 67, probably not worth probably $20. In that case, you really need to assess whether or not it would be wise to send this out. Now, if you send out a few coins, that's fine. But really, the big ticket when it comes to submitting these newer coins is to submit a lot of them. All right. Usually, you'll probably want to search through original BU rolls of these coins. Okay, that's where you're going to find your best specimens of each one of these types. And, it's going to be less like buying a lottery ticket where you're only submitting 1 or 2 coins. But if you sent maybe 10 to 20 of them, that would make more sense. Keeping in mind you have to send the best quality items. And then finally, the prime selling venue for all these coins. It's not like you can walk into your local coin dealer or coin shop and then sell these for what the market is. Okay, these have a very niche, what they call registry market. All right, so there's registry sets that people do assemble, and then they go ahead and put it on PCGS's or NGC's website, and then it's a grade a points system based off of the highest grades. So your best bet is going to be selling these through like heritage auctions or great collections. Keeping in mind, you would have to consign with them if and only if you have a top graded coin already. They are not going to submit a coin that you just found in pocket change or through a roll. It has to be ready to go out of the box. So that's going to conclude it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. We'll love to hear your comments. Go ahead and post them below. And, we'll go ahead and take care of it. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'm Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Coinaholics, we are discovering together. You guys take care and have a good one.